Hello gin lovers and welcome back to No Nonsense Gin Reviews with moi, Bobby Freeman, as they say in France. Now then, have a look at this little fellow. For this, my friends, is Rock Rose, or should I say Rock Rose, because it hails from the Highlands, well maybe not the Highlands, I don't know, but somewhere in Scotland. I probably should have checked that. But it's a rather beautiful little bottle, I think. I have seen this one around before, but I've always been, as I've said before, a little bit suspicious of bottles where you can't actually see through, where it's not glass. I'm like, what have they got to hide? What's going on in there? I don't know. But anyway, let's have a look to see what they say about it on their website, shall we? And as always, I shall be doing the accent from whence it is from. Whence or where? I think where. From where it is from. From whence is more like when, isn't it? I don't know. Let's not get bogged down in medieval English. Okay, so Rock Rose. I struggle with my R's when I'm doing Scottish for some reason. Rock Rose Gin. There we go. Rock Rose Gin. Flavourful and fresh. Zesty yet berryful with a long and smooth finish. Nice. Rock. I'm really struggling with these R's. Rock Rose gets its wonderful flavour from a carefully selected and put together creation of local and traditional botanicals. Each one meticulously chosen for their flavoured properties to create the perfect taste. Oh, I love a bit of Scottish accent. It makes me come over all William Wallace. You can take our gin, but you'll never take our freedom! And of course, as you've probably guessed by the teeny tiny little bottle, this was supplied to me today by the lovely people at the Gin Box shop. And as you can see, that is their beautiful logo in the corner. So if you fancy some unique and interesting gin, or indeed this gin, hop along to their place or click on the link in the section below and tell them old Freeman sent you. Right, let's chat more drink. So let's get the fellow open, shall we? Pop him in the glass. Now I imagine they probably have a cork usually, but because I've got these little samples, they just have the screw top. I'd love it if they made little tiny corks on these. It'd be very cute, wouldn't it? Right, in the old glass. Oh, well, a bit more, shall we? I think. Why not? Friday. Okay. Sorry. And the sniff test. But well, I had a little pre-sniff. That was very naughty, wasn't it? However, it was a most enjoyable pre-sniff because... Oh! Wow! Oh, do you know what? I always used to say, right from the beginning of my channel, I think it's a bit pretentious to hang around sniffing them all the time, but I tell you what, that has got a lot going on in there, and it actually reminds me of that Australian gin. I think I've left it at my girlfriend's house, the Melbourne Gin Company, the one that I reckon was the best gin I've ever tried. It's got bags of flavour, but sort of, whoa, like massive, I'm trying to think of the right adjective, a colossal sort of overflowing amount of juniper in there, but really sort of strong and heady, which is exactly what gin should be at the end of the day. But this is heavier than I've smelt before, but also really kind of sweet notes in there, almost like floral as well. Absolutely beautiful. So let's get some in the old mouth, shall we? Okay, tiny bit of tonic, because as you know, I am hardcore these days. I don't have it with much tonic in there, but I do prefer it to the neat version, because I think it just releases those flavours a bit more. So, here we go, my friends. Rock Rose, wasn't it? Or Rock Rose Gin. Cheers. Oh! Blimey, it's a strong one. I think it's maybe a little bit too strong for me there. But pop a little tiny bit more in. But I tell you what, that is jam-packed full of flavours. Let me just hang on a second. Wow! It's like someone sort of grabs you under the sort of what's that bit there? The chin. That's it. I've lost words there a little bit. Grab you on the chin, just goes, just sort of lifts you up a little bit like that. That's the best way I can describe it. It has got gigantic flavours in there, but you know what? They're kind of familiar yet unfamiliar, ones we haven't really tried before. And I think that sort of corresponds to the sort of thing. I didn't read you the ingredients to the website, but there are a few I looked at earlier on that I've never heard of before for gin. So rhodiola or rhodiola rosy, sorry if I'm getting that, pronouncing that incorrectly, commonly known as the rose root. I've never seen that before. It's that little one there. And then also they've got sea buckthorn, which is like an orange berry type thing. And then this one, rowan berry, which are like red berries, and I'm guessing these ingredients that botanicals that I've never seen before are making up this very, very unique flavour. Let me have another quick blast on it. Hang on. Oh wow! It's got a lovely sort of sharp sting in the sort of, I was going to say the tail. What's the opposite to the tail? The nose? Yeah, the nose, I suppose. Yeah, it's got a sharp sort of zesty sort of sting in the nose. But it also says on here, and other botanicals. So it's a little bit of a mystery. But it's kind of got this beautiful sort of sweet, almost like, sort of reminds me of kind of honeysuckly sort of sweety floralness in there, which is kind of all encompassing, and then just sort of this dark sort of, not dark, but as I say, this sort of sharp sort of stabbiness in the middle and at the front as well. This is probably making no sense at all, is it? But it makes sense to me, and I hope you can sort of see what I'm trying to say. But it's very, very nice. I like it. It was kind of unexpected, and sometimes, I know it sounds stupid, but you look at the label and you get an idea, psychologically you think it's going to taste a certain way, but when you can't see it like this, and the label's fairly sort of plain and doesn't really give much away, you're not really sure what's going to happen. So it's always nice to have a kind of a nice surprise like that. But that is what I would call a top notch. I wouldn't call it a bog standard, one of your sort of central do nothing, sort of can't go wrong gins. It's beyond that. It's something a little bit more flamboyant. It's a little bit more special. As I say, maybe towards that Melbourne Gin Company. Anything else I would liken it to? Do you know, I don't think it is. Maybe a little bit like the Beefeater 24, because that went kind of towards that sort of Chinese tea sort of flavour. But I don't think it's the same flavours, but I think it's kind of in that realms of sort of slight strangeness, ambivalence to what gin is usually like. But that, my friends, is excellent. Very, very nice. I don't know if it's available worldwide or not, but if you see some, I definitely try to get your hands on some, because it's lovely. Oh, yes. So there we have it, my friends, a cheeky little Scottish gin, the Rock Rose. If you see this one round and about, I'd be interested to see it. As I said, I don't know if it's available worldwide or not, but if you do see it, give it a go, because I'd be interested to see what you think of this one. As I say, it is kind of nice, but it is kind of pricey as well. So as always, leave a comment in the section below, let me know what you think. And of course, if you've liked this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and press the little like button and of course the bell icon so you get notified when all my new videos come out. And don't forget to check out my Patreon page where you can find exclusive content solely for the Patreons. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I have been Bobby Freeman. I will see you next time on No Nonsense Gin Reviews. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.